Here in the village of Monroe, if I could ask everyone to stand for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening and welcome to everybody here. The first order of business I'd like to do is a roll call, please. Trustee Berenger?
Berenger's present.
Trustee Farrar?
Ferraro here.
Trustee Carl?
Carl present.
Trustee O'Connor?
O'Connor present.
Mayor Dwyer here, thank you. Okay, next order of business is a public hearing, introductory local law of 2025, amending chapter 200, zoning unsafe buildings. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
No, you're good. Sorry.
Okay, a public hearing is being held this evening on August 19th in the boardroom of the Village Hall, 7 Stage Road, Monroe, New York, at 7 p.m. to review a proposed local law entitled Amendment to Chapter 200 Zoning Unsafe Buildings and Structures Pose a Danger to the Public Health and Safety and Inflicts Blight upon the neighborhoods they are in and depresses the housing and property values of the entire community. The board further finds that the ability to remedy such conditions expeditiously includes securing and/or demolishing of unsafe buildings as necessary to protect the public. I need a motion to open this public hearing.
Carl will make the motion.
Second,
O'Connor will second.
call the question.
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I. Carl, I.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried. Anyone from the public wishing to speak upon this local law proposed, come on up. If you would give the clerk your name, and we'd be glad to hear from you.
Good
Hi,
evening.
good evening.
Good evening, is it on?
Yes,
You can hear me, right? I reside at 15 Lakes Road, and I have been living with a neighbor that is not there. It is a vacant land property for quite some time now, and it's very difficult because of the fact that I have some paper I'd like to present to you, if that's okay.
Sure. You just give it to the clerk, that'd be great.
And this is copy. Whoops, sorry.
Right there. Yeah.
That was a violation. That was a violation that was given by the village in 2022,
22.
and it had to do with an inspection that was done with it. And it's a long piece, and I didn't want to hold up everybody with that, but that's something that I would like the board to look at with you and see what's going on and the dangers it's presenting, not only to me, but the surrounding children that are playing. Horrible, just horrible. The place is falling apart. Now, I had required and put in a complaint for the department to go over and check for the animals that are living in that area, in the glass that's broken on the ground floor. And I was told that it was corrected. Well, it's not corrected. So I would really, really appreciate it for not just me, but for the community to look on what's going on and enforce this building to be forced down. It's noted in that paperwork from that time,
Okay.
and it's still standing. So for that, I thank you to give interest to it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else wishing to be heard on this matter, this public hearing? Okay, just polling the audience here. If no one further wishes to speak, I'd like to make a motion.
All of these amendments to the zoning law must be referred to the planning board for comment, and they have 45 days. So there has not been 45 days since this was referred to the planning board. Therefore, my suggestion is that the public hearing be kept open, adjourned to the next meeting, and let's wait to hear what the planning board has to say.
Okay? Okay. So I need a motion to adjourn this public hearing at this time, waiting for comments from the planning board. Is this also referred to,
Everything, all zoning amendments.
I'm referring to the county? Is there a review on the county?
Yeah, well, I don't think this one
Yeah.
does,
Okay,
but the next one does.
okay.
Berenger
All
will
right.
make the motion.
Ferraro second.
Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I. Carl, I.
All right, so hold it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, next order of business is a public hearing introducing local law of 2025, amendment to Chapter 155A, the property maintenance law. A public hearing is being held this evening on August 19th in the boardroom of the Village Hall on 7 Stage Road, Monroe, New York, at 7 p.m. to review a proposed local law entitled Amendment to Chapter 155A, Property Maintenance Law. The Village Board of Trustees determines that further clarification of the property maintenance law is necessary for the efficient and lawful enforcement of the chapter. I need a motion to open up this public hearing.
Ferraro make the motion.
Carl will second.
Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, I.
Dwyer, aye, so carried. Okay, so the public hearing is open on this amendment to Chapter 155A. Anyone wishing to come up to the mic and speak on this matter is welcome to do so as well.
Have we heard anything back from the building department on this proposal? No?
I have not. Have you, Kim?
No.
He said he's in the building if we need.
I don't have my, do you have,
Well, I wouldn't call him
no.
right
Okay.
now in this
Okay.
task. I would suggest that.
No, I was gonna ask if you wanted them down.
No, I would
Okay.
suggest that the board ask for comments from the building department.
Yeah,
And adjourn the public hearing in case they have comments that might modify the local law.
I think we should discuss both on that. Okay, if no one wishes to speak about this matter, I need a motion to adjourn this public hearing and allow time for the public and/or the building department to opine on any matter regarding this amendment.
Make the motion.
Second,
Carl will second.
call the question.
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, I.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried, thank you. Okay, next order of business is a motion to accept the monthly reports as submitted by the department heads. I need a motion to accept them as submitted.
Berenger will make the motion.
Second,
Carl will second.
discussion. Call the question.
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, I.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried, thank you. Next order of business is the approval of the meeting minutes from July 8th,
Okay, before,
2025.
July 8th, trustee Carl was here. Trustee O'Connor was not here. So trustee O'Connor needs to abstain. Sorry.
I don't believe I was here either. I believe
You weren't
I-
here either,
You
but I
weren't.
Yeah, I
got you,
was-
but I
I was
Oh,
on
yeah.
a
I
work
messed
for
these
work.
two names up.
Yeah,
I
okay.
I reversed
I
them.
didn't see it on there.
I reversed, I did something, yeah. Anyway, trustee Carl was here, so he can vote.
Okay,
Trustee O'Connor was
okay,
not.
so I need a motion to accept the July 8th special board meeting minutes as submitted by the clerk.
Ferraro make the motion.
Carl
Second.
Carl will second.
Perfect.
Call the question.
Berenger abstain.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, I.
Dwyer, aye.
abstain.
Okay, yep, thank you. Sorry, Marty.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
The next order of business is a regularly scheduled July 15th board meeting. I need a motion to accept the minutes approved, submitted by the clerk for approval.
Berenger will make the motion.
Second?
O'Connor will second.
Okay, call the question.
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl abstain.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye. Okay, next order of business is the the meeting minutes approval for the August 11th special board meeting. I need a motion to accept them as submitted by the clerk.
Carl will make the motion.
O'Connor will second.
Call the question.
Call the question?
Berenger abstain.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, I.
O'Connor, aye.
So carried, thank you. And Dwyer was absent. Okay. Next order of business is the budgetary transfers and modifications. Resolve the Board of Trustees authorize the treasurer to make the following fund transfers and modifications to balance the budget. As noted, A2555, building permits, from building permits to A3620, 4100, building general expense, $574.50. A3389 to A3120.4720, PD education. A3389, other public safety, to A3120.4100, general expense, PD general expense. A2770, miscellaneous revenue, to A7110.2010, parks, Crane Park improvement, $39,990.25. A2720, miscellaneous revenue, to A5110.4 street maintenance asphalt, $28,086.41. And A3389, other public safety, to A3120.2300, PD motor vehicles, $54,000. I need a motion to accept these modifications, transfers.
Ferraro, make the motion.
O'Connor will second.
Discussion?
Yeah, is this for this current budget, or is this for last year's budget?
This is right now.
This is the current budget?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so we had a first and second, no further questions, discussion. Call the question.
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, I.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried, thank you. Next order of business is the appointment, zoning board of appeals alternate member, Larry Hearn. Trustee O'Connor?
Resolved, the Board of Trustees accepts the recommendation of Mayor Neil Dwyer and appoint Larry Hearn, Monroe, New York, to the zoning board of appeals to fill the vacant alternate position that currently exists on the ZBA. Mr. Hearn is appointed to the zoning board of appeals for a 5-year term, fulfilling the unexpired term until March 31st, 2028 of James Lenari, alternate ZBA member. And I'd like to put this in the form of a motion.
Second, please.
Carl will second.
Okay, call the question.
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, I.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried. Mr. Hearn, thank you for your service, sir. Appreciate it very much.
What is the end till March 31st, 2020?
8. So there was a term for the alternate who became a
Okay.
member, and now we filled it. Correct?
Yes.
And he's a member.
He's a yeah.
He's an alternate. Oh,
Well, the
alternate.
alternate
Yes.
now became a member.
Okay, next order of business is completion of probation for Grace Ponce, court attendant. Trustee O'Connor?
Be resolved, the following employee hereby completes their probationary period. Grace Ponce, effective July 16, 2025. Necessary MSD-426B will be submitted to the OC Department of Human Resources. I'd like to put this into the form of a motion.
Second?
Berenger will second.
Discussion? Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, I.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried, thank you. Next order of business of completion of probation for Eileen Lynch, R. King, Jack Dow, and Officer Pino, or PEO Officer Pino. I don't know how to pronounce his first name. Does
Yasid.
anybody?
Yasid.
Was it?
Yasid.
Yasid? Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, Yasid.
I'll read it in a minute.
What's it? Oh, there it is there, right there. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to have Trustee Berenger, please.
The following employees have completed the probation period required by the Orange County Department of Human Resources. Crossing guard Eileen Lynch, effective September 12, 1986. Part-time dispatcher Ryan King, effective August 12, 2025. Part-time dispatcher Jack Thau, effective January 17, 2025. Parking enforcement officer Yasid Pino, effective November 8, 2024. The chief is requesting the necessary MSD 426-B for completing probationary period be submitted to the Department of Human Resources, and I'd like to put this in the form of a motion.
Okay, can I second, please?
Carl will second.
Discussion? Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, I.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried, thank you.
Eileen Long time.
Long time, yeah, long time coming.
I
Glad
don't
we
know
got
if
that
it was a
solved.
misprint or not, but you have to do it.
So, next order of business, completion of probation for Ryan Miller, DPW. Resolve the following employee hereby completes their probationary period. Ryan Miller, HEO, effective August 19, 2025. The necessary MSD 426B will be submitted to the Orange County Department of Human Services. I need a motion to accept this resolution.
Carl will make that motion.
Second?
Be-
Ferraro, second.
Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, aye.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried, thank you. The next order of business is the completion of probation for Matt Pasculo, Water Department. Trustee Carl?
Yep, resolved, the following employee hereby completes their probationary period. Matthew Pasculo, water treatment plant operator, effective August 19th, 2025. The necessary MSD 426B will be submitted to the Orange County Department of Human Resources. I'll put that in the form of a motion.
Second, please.
O'Connor will second.
Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, aye.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried, thank you. Next order of business, the appointment of legal counsel for the Zoning Board of Appeals. Trustee O'Connor.
Resolve the Board of Trustees hereby appoints the Blanchard Law Group, PLLC, Mark Blanchard, to represent the Zoning Board of Appeals and provide legal services as needed as per agreement and fee schedule on file in the clerk's office. I'd like to put that in the form of a motion.
Second, please.
Berenger will second.
Discussion? Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, aye.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried, thank you. Okay, the next order of business is going to be tabled. And the next order of business is going to be tabled. And that brings us, and just for the public, this is local law 4 and 5 that we discussed earlier here. We're holding the public comment periods open, so we're not going to make any motions on this evening. Okay, next order of business is the Building Code Enforcement Policy and Procedures Manual as submitted by the department. All the board has had time to review it. We actually tabled it for some clarifications, got the clarifications, so it's now before us to adopt. So resolve the Board of Trustees hereby adopts the Village of Monroe Building and Code Enforcement Policy and Procedures Manual effective immediately. I need a motion to adopt this policy and procedure manual.
Ferraro, make the motion.
Second?
Carl will second.
Discussion? Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, aye.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye. Thank you. The next order of business is the updated fee schedule in the Building Code Enforcement Department. Trustee O'Connor?
Whereas the Village of Monroe Building Code Enforcement Department is responsible for the administration and enforcement of the New York State Uniform Fire Prevention and Building Code, as well as local codes and ordinances. And whereas the Village Board of the Village of Monroe finds it necessary to periodically review and revise fees to ensure they are fair, equitable, and sufficient to cover the cost of services provided. And whereas the Village Board has reviewed the proposed updated fee schedule for the building department, which reflects current administrative costs, industry standards, and regional fee comparisons. And now therefore be it resolved, the Board of Trustees approves the updated fee schedule attached to this resolution for the Building Code Enforcement Department effective immediately. And I'd like to put this into the form of a motion.
Second, please.
Berenger will second.
Discussion? Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, aye.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried. Thank you. Next order of business, Orange County Stop DWI Municipal Agreement. Trustee Berenger?
Monroe Police Department has been awarded $5,219 in funding through the Orange County Stop DWI Traffic Safety Program. The second period of enforcement begins July 1st, 2025 through September 2nd, 2025, and I'd like to put this in the form of a motion.
Second, please.
Ferraro, second.
Discussion? Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, aye.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried. Thank you. Next order of business, the authorization, deployment of New York State provided CrowdStrike licensing. Whereas the Town of New Windsor Information Technology Department has notified participating municipalities of the commencement of a project to replace existing CrowdStrike cybersecurity software licensing, and whereas the new CrowdStrike licensing is being provided at no cost through an agreement with the New York State and Department of Homeland Security as part of an IMA, which is an intermunicipal agreement arrangement, and whereas the Town of New Windsor Information Technology Department has requested information from each participating municipality acknowledging and authorizing deployment of this replacement software. And whereas it is in the best interest of the Village of Monroe to continue to receive cybersecurity support under this no-cost licensing arrangement. Now therefore be resolved, the Village of Monroe hereby authorize the Town of New Windsor Information Technology Department to deploy the CrowdStrike licensing provided by New York State to all municipal devices, thereby replacing the current CrowdStrike software provided by the Town of New Windsor Information Technology Department. And be it further resolved that Mayor Dwyer is authorized to send the following written acknowledgement via email. I, Neil Dwyer, Mayor, agree on behalf of the Village of Monroe that the Town of New Windsor Information Technology Department may deploy CrowdStrike licensing provided by New York State to all devices to replace the current deployed CrowdStrike provided by New Windsor Information Technology. I understand that once the new license is deployed, billing for the current CrowdStrike licensing provided by New Windsor Technology will end. I need a motion to authorize this new licensing.
Ferraro, make the motion.
Second?
Berenger will second.
Discussion? Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, I.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried, thank you. Next order of business is payment authorization number 1 for the Van Kuren Booster Pump Station. Trustee Carl?
Yep, resolve the Board of Trustees accepts the recommendation of village engineer David Higgins, P.E., and approves payment number 1 submitted by TAM Enterprise, Inc. for the Van Kuren Booster Pump Station project in the amount of $88,445.62 to be allocated from budget line F8340.4500 distribution contractual. All documents have been reviewed and found complete. Mayor Dwyer is authorized to sign the voucher for payment, and I'll put that in the form of a motion.
And a second, please.
O'Connor will second.
Discussion? Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, I.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried, thank you. Okay, the next order of business is the introductory local law of 2025, amendment to Chapter 200 zoning, site plan, and special permit review and approval and scheduling of a public hearing. Be it resolved that an introductory local law titled Amendment to Chapter 200 Zoning, Site Plan, and Special Permit Review and Approval is hereby introduced by Mayor Dwyer before the Board of Trustees of the Village of Monroe, County of Orange, and the State of New York. And be it further resolved that copies of the aforesaid proposed local law be laid upon the desk of each member of the Board of Trustees. And be it further resolved that the Board of Trustees shall hold a public hearing on said proposed local law at the Village Hall, 7 Stage Road, Monroe, New York, at 7 p.m. on September 2nd, 2025, and be it further resolved that the village clerk shall publish or cause to be published a public notice in the official newspaper of the Village of Monroe no later than 10 days prior thereto. I need a motion to approve the introductory local laws public hearing for September 2nd.
Carl will make the motion.
Second?
Berenger will second.
Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, I.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried, thank you. Next order of business, introductory local law of 2025, amendment to Chapter 200 zoning adaptive reuse of National Register Historic Buildings. Be resolved that an introductory local law titled Amendment to Chapter 200 zoning adaptive reuse of nationally registered historic buildings is hereby introduced by Mayor Dwyer before the Board of Trustees of the Village of Monroe, County of Orange, State of New York, and be it further resolved that the copies of the aforesaid proposed local law be laid upon the desk of each member of the Board of Trustees. And be it further resolved that the Board of Trustees shall hold a public hearing on said proposed local law at the Village Hall, 7 Stage Road, Monroe, New York, at 7 p.m. on September 2nd, 2025. And be it further resolved that the village clerk shall publish or cause to be published a public notice in the official newspaper of the Village of Monroe no later than 10 days prior thereto. I need a motion to set the public hearing here.
Berenger will make the motion.
Second?
Carl, second.
Discussion? Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, I.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried, thank you. Next order of business, the authorization for implementation of the Municity software for building permits, inspections, code enforcement, rental properties, and fire safety management. Trustee O'Connor.
Whereas the village seeks to modernize and enhance its management of building permits, inspections, code enforcement, complaints, and rental property oversight, including fire safety, inspection capabilities, and whereas Municity has proposed a comprehensive system rebuild, including application, permit, complaint, inspection tracking, documentation, report generation, and optional public-facing services with online application, fee payment, request tracking capabilities, and whereas the estimated first-year project cost is $17,700 for the core implementation. Optional add-on services include Municipal Connect, Public Portal 6700, and online payment setup requiring existing compatible payment contract 1500. Whereas the proposed system promises enhanced workflow efficiency, improved record keeping, and expanded public access to services online, reducing the need for in-person visits. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Trustees of the Village of Monroe that the village authorizes Municity to proceed with implementation of the system as proposed for a total first-year cost not to exceed $17,700. The village approves the following optional services: Municity Connect Public Portal $6,700, online payment setup $1,500 contingent upon existing contract with a compatible payment provider. Mayor Dwyer is hereby authorized to sign the proposal for Municity software for building permits, inspections, code enforcement, rental property, and fire safety management to be allocated from budget line A 3620-4100, building inspector general expense. I'd like to put this in a form of a motion.
Second, please.
Carl will second that.
Discussion? Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, aye.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried. Thank you. Next order of business is Water Department surplus. Trustee Carl.
Yeah, resolve the Board of Trustees declares the following Water Department non-working water meters surplus and no value, and authorize its removal from the inventory to be scrapped. And I would just add to it that the serial numbers will be on file with the village clerk. There's a total of 15 meters, and I'll put that in the form of a motion.
And O'Connor will second.
Further discussion? Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl, aye.
O'Connor, aye.
Dwyer, aye, so carried. Thank you. Okay, the next order of business is resolution to acquire real property on East Monbassia Road, tax map 41-2-15, whereas the Village Board of Trustees is authorized under Village Law 1-102 to acquire real property on behalf of the Village Monroe residents, and whereas the village is purchasing approximately .262 acres of vacant land identified on the tax map as SBL 41-2-15 to further protect its water source by designating the property as open space parkland. And whereas the only agency with the authority to purchase land for the use of the Village of Monroe, the Village Board of Trustees, is lead agency under the State Environmental Quality Review Act, known as SECRA. And whereas the acquisition and dedication of .25,
25.
oh, okay, I'm thinking about the actual acquisition. 25 acre land for parkland or dedication of land for parkland that was previously acquired or acquisition of a conservation easement is a type 2 action pursuant to 6 NYCRR 617-5, subchapter C, number 39, the regulations implementing seeker. Thus, no further environmental analysis is necessary. Now therefore be it resolved, the Village Board of Trustees finds that the acquisition of the vacant property is in the best interest of the Village of Monroe, and hereby authorizes the mayor to negotiate and execute a contract of sale between the Village of Monroe and Thomas O. Hawkshurst, Lauren Andrushak, and Danielle Hawkshurst. I need a motion to adopt this resolution.
Berenger will make the motion.
Second?
Carl will second for some discussion.
Sure.
We're saying that we're purchasing it for open space parkland, and it's within 1,000 feet of our water intake.
Right.
So why would we be purchasing that as open space parkland?
I think the criteria is the open space parkland, but there is
For-
no access to the water.
A seeker or seeker type 2 action. It must be open space or parkland. Here, my understanding is that it is open space.
But it wouldn't be
Otherwise,
it wouldn't be
you'll have to
parkland.
do a seeker analysis.
Sorry?
Otherwise, it will be an unlisted action and you must perform a seeker analysis.
Under what criteria, and what criteria would you not? Just
If
repeat
it does
that?
not, if it's not being purchased for open space parkland, then the board will have to declare it as an unlisted action and a seeker analysis will have to be done. So you won't be able to adopt this tonight. You'll have to do an EAF and find no, and issue a negative declaration. I mean, you're not doing anything to the property,
No,
correct?
it's open space.
So it's open space, it should be considered parkland. Doesn't mean you have to actively use it as parkland. You don't have to do trails, you don't have to allow access to the water, but it is open space, protection of the water source.
I just think we're sending mixed signals when we, you know, regardless, it's within 1,000 feet of the water intake. No matter if it's in, you're in the water or you're on the land, you're within 1,000 feet of it. And to say it's gonna be parkland, when the law from 1977 is pretty clear from the New York State Department of Health. That's my concern.
All right, so let's
I
just,
just think we're sending mixed signals. That it's parkland, so somebody go up there and have a picnic or whatever and say, I'm on parkland.
So what?
Even if you allowed picnics or bird watching or something like that, that's passive. It doesn't mean that because it's parkland, it's access to the water in any way, shape, or form.
is that
You're not
Well,
entering
yeah,
the
but
water.
I just think we're sending mixed signals.
Can we say unaccessible or
Well, you can go right
What?
down to the water's, you can go right down to the water's edge from there.
Private? No trespassing?
That's just my feelings. I just think that we're sending mixed signals. I know we
Yes.
wanna secure the property as quickly as possible. I just, when I see parkland in there, it's a concern for me.
so what you're saying is, just so I'm clear, when you see parkland, you think it's accessible? Is it your point is?
Oh, somebody can challenge it and say, you bought it as parkland.
Right.
I should be able to come on here. Right? Now, when we bought the Lakeview property, did we buy that as parkland? I don't believe we did.
No.
And you did a seeker analysis before.
Yes,
you-
that we did. That we did. That was 16 acres.
You could potentially modify the language to read,
I think we're all in agreement, we wanna protect our water system.
Right, it
So
seemed
I
like
just-
that.
I just wanna make sure that the wordage is right so that we are protecting ourselves.
the only suggestion I can make, if it makes you feel any better, is you could say passive parkland.
Still got parkland in it.
Well, then you will not be able to. Mr. Mayor,
That's just me, I mean, the board can.
No, it seems contradictory. Yeah, it doesn't mean it's, the verbiage just seems like it's.
okay, I'd like to request an executive session right now. Mr. Mayor, can you call
Okay.
that?
Okay, I need a
For the
motion,
purpose of land acquisition.
okay. So I need a motion to go into executive session with attorney for the purposes
O'Connor,
of
make a motion.
land acquisition.
Berenger will second.
Call the question?
Berenger, aye.
Ferraro, I.
Carl,
Yes, sir. Aye, sorry.
We'll be back in a moment, thank you.